Hello. All right, we're live. Hello, internet land. We're gonna get rolling with this because yeah, we've had some guest stars come and go. We're back to the core of the crew. Um, just stay tuned for other episodes coming up because we will have more guests and returning people and all that kind of good stuff for everyone. But we're gonna continue this. We are finishing this arc today. So pay attention. Pay close attention. I'm gonna give this right over to Michael though. It's all you, dude.
All right. Welcome to Golden State Monsters, the epic Western saga of frontier madness and mayhem in the bloody heart of the California Gold Rush. I am Michael Panish. We're playing Monster of the Week. It's the California Gold Rush. We're fighting a nasty snow monster. And the heroes are heading for their final showdown with Air Cult. Mr. Cold. Let's go ahead and meet these heroes. We've got our returning two. I know we hit some special guest stars and earlier in the arc, and we'll have some more special guest stars coming in throughout the course of the show. But I think it's suitable for the finale here that it's down to Levi Kesberg and Madame Demange. Let's go ahead and meet him real quick. Please let me know who you are, who you're playing, and how they're feeling as we head into the final battle. Starting with Nick.
Sure. I'm Nick, and once again, I am bringing back Levi Kesberg, the monstrous. I think he's feeling sort of like he's had his ups and downs in the past couple of days, so he's sort of like neutral, for lack of a better term. Just sort of like having the whole blast from the past the other day, last session. Now it's just sort of like, okay, let's just get this over with.
All right. Also joining us is Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm playing Madame Demange, the spooky. At the moment, Madame Demange is feeling as close to nervous as she feels because she knows that she needs to stop Air Cult and then proceed to do whatever it was he was doing in the first place. Which she has not shared with Levi Kesberg in the least bit. And she feels like she's betraying people in general, if not just Levi, but like the entire state of California, to be honest. But she has to do what she's told to do, so she's going to do it. She's also disappointed that Roberto has not been better at shooting a gun.
Oh, Roberto. Well, we'll definitely give him a chance for that too. And I mean, if there's drama, we got to lean into it. Mm-hmm. There was certainly some drama and some intense action in our last episode. The heroes have been hunting this monstrous spirit, a boogeyman of the cold, known as Air Cult or Mr. Cold, from German folklore that has taken root in the Sierra Nevada. He's gone from reason pioneers to moving to Mount Shasta for a dark purpose. Last episode, the heroes met the we know them as the Fresno Nightcrawlers, the adorable little walking pairs of pants with big eyes that are a truly original California cryptid. But back in the day, in this fictional world, they're known as the Ivory Perambulators. These guardian spirits of California, explained that a sacred place, a sacred grove in Mount Shasta, is like a key to all of California, and that's where Air Cult is going to corrupt it. So the heroes are heading over there to defend it from Air Cult, meet some other mystical guardians, and have a final showdown that will destroy Air Cult and save California. And that's where we're going to join Levi and Madame Demange. They are on their horses on the trail to Mount Shasta. Though in this part, they're out of the snow, they're out of the unseasonable snows of the Sierra Nevada. They're back sort of in the valley, kind of making their way over to Mount Shasta, going through a wood a road winding through like a deep forest. So lots of like towering trees around them. It's fall, so you're getting like that beautiful fall color. Though a lot of pine needles too, a lot of evergreens. It's pretty dense. Lots of like playful squirrels dashing around in the branches. And in the distance, you see this kind of um, sort of dome, the dome of Mount Shasta reaching up to the sky. This like white tipped, almost looks kind of artificial mound coming out of the earth. So let me sort of check in and see how you guys are traveling because we're out of the snow now. Are we shedding the coats? Are we riding the horses? How's it looking? Let's check in with Levi first.
I think. I mean, he's on his horse. I would say if it's still sort of like snowy out, he'd probably still be in his coat. So, be too careful.
Yeah, especially when Air Cult is out there. How's Madame Demanche doing?
She's fine. She's currently riding her white horse, Lamore, and now you think that might be a tribute to something like Louis L'Amour or something like that. No, it's death. But she's and if she doesn't need winter clothes anymore, then she's not wearing them anymore. But I don't know what the weather's like.
I would say it's like, crisp, cool Northern California fall weather.
Okay. Yeah, she's back to wearing a dress then, I think. She rides side saddle on Lamore because she's a lady.
Nice. All right. As you guys reach a crossroads, Madame Demanche.
Roberto needs a horse.
Oh, yeah. Are you making Roberto walk?
Well, Roberto's not as fast as a horse.
Right. So, yeah, he's got to have a horse.
So I take it back.
Okay,
maybe...
hold on. We got to do horse report. We're pausing the game. It's horse report time.
Right.
What are we talking? It's second edition. I know we did episode 1. We're doing episode 3 as well. What kind of horse is Roberto riding?
Let's see. I think for sure that his horse is brown because I keep giving Roberto brown things. I didn't think to look up a type of horse, but we'll say, what's Levi riding? Because I don't want to crib off of Levi.
I don't know horse names.
I think it's a must.
He's probably Mustang? Was that it?
Sure. I think I described it as sort of like a probably a dark Mustang, but like on the more what's the word? Thin, not thin, but like pallid. Well, no, not pallid again. That's the word. Gaunt. There we go.
Gaunt.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what I think he's riding is an Appaloosa, which is, got the traditional sort of patch of white with black spots on it, or brown spots in this case because it's a brown horse, which kind of matches with Roberto's hair in that it's mostly brown, but it's turning white in a lot of areas.
It's a good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Solid horse choice.
Yeah.
I think, if you're like hitting the trail and you're riding the same horse as somebody else, like major faux pas.
Yeah. So he's on an Appaloosa. My character's horse is a white Arabian. So.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I thought
about it. Now that horse report. Levi, you got a horse update?
I thought about like having Levi's horse be kind of like Shadowmare from Skyrim.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I got that far.
that was the horse that you get from the assassin group that I'm blanking on the name of.
Ooh, I think my guy just bought a horse in that one.
Yeah. No, it's basically an all black horse with like red glowing eyes.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
All right, you're riding that horse. Okay, everybody's on the right horses. Cool. So, as you reach like a crossroads, Madame Demanche, you see 2 of your erstwhile friends have come back. Lorna and Minwi. Minhui. Please correct me if I'm doing it wrong.
No, you were right the
Minhui.
first time.
Yeah. So you see Lorna and Minhui waiting for you at this crossroads. Can you give them a quick what do they look like as they're waiting for you?
Well, first of all, she's like, okay, we are meeting at the crossroads. That's very. Seems like maybe your idea, Minhui?
Yeah, it was Minhui gives you a big nod, like definitely.
So Minhui is a black cat. And just appears to be a regular sort of standard issue black cat, you know? It's not like it's a particular breed, it's just black cat. Short-haired black cat.
Nice.
Lorna is, well, you said that it's now like warmer, so she's wearing like a suede coat with like a fringe, the fringe that like continues onto the back, you know? Blue jeans but with chaps, and just kind of being the rootinest tootinest ghost in the Wild West.
Nice.
She's got her red hair tied back in a simple ponytail, and she's wearing a cowboy hat.
Very cool. All right, they approach you. So does Lorna talk, and then does Minhui talk?
Minhui talks, but Minhui might not want to talk in front of Levi without assurances that it's okay to talk. But
Ooh,
Minhui
okay.
definitely talks.
Okay. Does Lorna talk?
Yes. Only Roberto doesn't talk amongst a lot of them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Lorna like gives you like a hat box, little small, and gives you like a nod and being like, "This is from you know who." When you get to the right time and place, you'll know what to do with it.
You and Minhui were sent here just to tell me that, or are you supposed to join me on this little journey of mine?
Minhui looks over at Levi and gives you like a very feline, like eyes wide and ears go up, sort of like, "Am I talk in front of this guy? Is he trustworthy, or should I not talk in front of him?"
Minhui is fine to talk. He's seen stranger things than talking cats.
Minui's like, "Thank God." Jeez, being a cat, it's a lot of fun. Not being able to talk to people is bad. I want to be able to talk. I want to be able to like insult people.
I'm sure that you do. You spend a lot of time insulting people when we are away from people. I'd imagine you'd enjoy insulting them to their faces.
Hey, nothing. That there is a ton of fun to be found in that. Anyway, you can take a look in that box. Like, you should know what's in there.
Right, she'll look inside of the hat box.
All right, there is a skull. It looks of just kind of like pale yellowed bone, and it's covered in like weird runes and strange like arcane etchings. And you can tell it's sort of like a conduit for power.
She takes the skull out and goes, "Alas, poor Yorick, huh? Nobody likes Shakespeare."
Roberto just like stares.
Yeah. Horatio.
Lorna's a little confused, but Minui's like, oh, I get it. Classic. And she like elbows Levi. Say a little,
You're not
little bit.
wrong.
Yeah, Minui is like using the cat arm to like elbow Levi and be like, you get it? You get it? You know, from Hamlet?
Oh, if you're muted.
I was just saying, like, I think I remember seeing that show one time before. I became
Oh
who I
man, it's
am.
one of the Bard's best.
Unfortunately,
At the end where everybody dies,
I agree that is very funny.
it's my favorite part. It's got a cool ghost too.
I mean, it does have a punchline, does it not? Everybody is dead, and then they come in and say Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. So it's got a
Oh yeah, that part is good too.
so there's a punchline at the end.
I would say of Shakespeare's plays, top 3: Hamlet, The Tempest,
Yeah.
but top one's got to be Macbeth.
Well, we are.
I
in
think you know
agreement.
why, Madame Demange.
I think I do know why.
Yeah, and she looks at you, Leafon. She's like, "It's because it's witches. It's got witches in it."
Right, yeah.
Mhm. Do
Good
you know
thing
that?
you ain't in the theater.
Do you know that Eye of Newt is actually a type of plant? They are listing off plant names.
Good to know. Under the
Mhm.
context.
Minwee is like, "Yeah, I knew that. It's a good, I know." Minwee did not know that.
Right. I think
He's
that
like, "All right, we got to hit the road. You
Yes,
guys
we
are going to
cannot
Mount
do-
Shasta. Let's get you there." Oh,
And
go ahead.
So you two are accompanying us then?
Minwee's like, "Yeah, why not? Got nothing better to do."
How are
And
you
Lorna's
feeling?
like,
Yeah.
"Yes, mistress. We'll be with you until the end."
Yes, mistress. Oh, you finally are addressing me as mistress. This is quite a change up for you, Lorna.
Ooh, Kat, how does Lorna usually address you?
Lorna's like she's very, very Texas. It's
Oh,
like,
okay. Yeah. So she'd be like, she wouldn't say miss. She'd be like, "Yes, ma'am."
well then. Shall we then? How's this body working out for you, Lorna?
Lorna's like, "Well, it's a little bit taller than the last one."
Well, I thought you wanted to be a little bit taller than the last one.
Yeah, you think it would be good being able to like reach up to shelves, bring things down. But then that's like all you do. All the short folks are like, "Can you get that for me?
You
Can you
are
reach up
not.
there?"
You're not
Yeah.
that tall right now. You're 5'7". Calm down. You're hardly a giant. Look at Roberto here. He's over 6 feet tall. He does not complain.
Yeah, but Roberto, he doesn't do anything. Like I ask Roberto all the time to reach stuff for me. He never does.
Well, he only listens to me. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, she ain't wrong
About Roberto.
Yeah.
about being tall.
Eh,
Says the 6'5" man.
you're quite a bit taller than her, Levi.
Mhm.
Tell you what, next time I put you in a dwarf, how about this?
She's like, you know what? I think I like this body just fine.
Okay.
Minwee is like, "Put her in a dwarf. Put her in a dwarf." So with that, you guys keep on going down the trail a bit, and pretty soon you reach like the slopes leading up to Mount Shasta itself. The whole area, it's relatively unsettled. There's like, some sort of pioneer set of cabins, maybe a few small towns in the vicinity. But overall, it's mostly still sort of like wilderness and, some communities of indigenous people that have been there forever. You guys find some kind of like game trail that's sort of kind of going in switchbacks up and down the mountain. You start ascending it. Pretty soon you come to a camp that's kind of like halfway up. It looks a little weird. It's definitely like, visible, like they're not trying to hide or anything. You see the smoke from a way off. I should ask you, do you guys want to approach? Or are you thinking like you want to check it out or like walk right in?
I'm sorry, what'd you say it is? It's like a shack? Or
It's a camp.
a camp? Okay.
So it looks like a bunch of other travelers. You should like see the smoke. You can see these like tents. The tents look like kind of like stripy, but not really circus tents. They have kind of like a royal purple and gold sort of look to them. So a little outlandish.
By the way, Minwee would have moved from Lorna over to Madame Demanche. I think that's pretty obvious. What do you think,
Definitely.
Minwee?
Yeah,
Do
you
we-
control Minwee and Lorna for sure.
Yeah. Minwee, what do you think? Should we go visit these people?
Minwee's like, yeah, it could be fun. Nice diversion. Should I go scout ahead a little bit, see him, or do you want to just
No,
go together and
tell-
check it out?
Why don't you sneak around and see what you can see before we head in.
And Wee's like, yeah, no problem. They go
You
like,
are, after all, a
Wee's like,
panther in the night, eh?
when Wee's like, yes, I am the stealthy master of cats. I'm the real king of the cats, you know?
Mm,
Tell Tom Tildrum that Tim Tildrum is that story?
I think so.
Yeah, it's like the classic, like, the cat, King of the Cats fairy tale.
Mm,
It's one of my favorites. Anyway, I'm the real king of the cats.
I believe you. Please.
It's me. Okay.
Prove
they
your
head off.
royalty then.
Yeah. They come back in a little bit and they're like, whoa boy. I gotta tell you, a whole bunch of weird eccentrics are over there.
Ah, okay.
They're wearing weird clothes. They got very colorful, weird outfits. They're doing some kind of like kooky sort of ritual. They don't look armed though. I didn't see any firearms.
It's
And Minwi does say,
very-
actually,
Go ahead.
Madame Demanche, how long have you had Minwi? Like, were they around in like revolutionary times?
They wouldn't have been around in revolutionary times. Minwi is given to her by the Dark Powers when she took over the Book of Necromancy. So,
Okay.
so it's been, let's see, probably about 20 years, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Minwi says, I did turn on the old Impo vision,
Mhm.
see what I could see. And there is one amongst them who is a little bit like you, as
Oh,
in can't die of natural causes.
interesting. What does that one look like?
He's tall, and not like Lorna's tall, and Lorna looks a little upset at that. Looks a little bit more like Hesberg's size. He's got big top hat, fancy kind of like stripy trousers, purple frock coat on, fancy tie, mutton chops, just like I would say a general dandy.
Does this sound like anybody familiar?
Let me see. Why don't you give me a... This is kind of casting your mind back to a guy who's now wearing a whole different sort of fashion.
Yeah, so we're talking about Sharp here.
Yeah, let's do investigate a mystery.
Okay. I don't think the spirits are going to be able to help with this, so we'll just do a... Well, it's a regular roll anyways, but the spirits can spot extra clues, you know? Let's see. I've got a 7. Because I rolled a 4 and a
Okay,
2.
you can ask one question.
Okay, let's see. Investigate mystery. I mean, what sort of creature is it? Would that cover if it's a known person?
I think so. I think that works.
Okay, so what sort of creature is it?
By the kind of like dandy... I mean, you knew a lot of dandies. I would say pre-revolutionary Paris and revolutionary Paris was like dandy central back in the day.
True, I didn't much care for them, but they did exist.
Yeah. The dandiest dandy was this guy named the Comte de Saint-Germain.
Oh.
Who was always being like, hey, I'm immortal. He was sort of like an eccentric occultist type. He was like, in a lot of free thinkers, high society. He sort of moved around different worlds. So maybe I'll let you decide how well you knew him. If he was like more of an acquaintance, if he was actually like a friend.
I mean, Comte de Saint Germain died in 1784, like historically. But
yes, but this is like,
not
the historic.
Right.
Yes.
So if there was an immortal person hanging out, it was probably at Lake Geneva with the Shelleys.
Yeah.
At bare minimum, she would have met him there.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure
Since
Saint
the
Germain
Shelleys and Byrons were collecting various spooky things as a hobby at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think she knows him, but the last time he saw her, she was still more like Roberto.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I know this one. Okay. She's gonna ride into the camp.
All right, we're doing this.
All right. What was that, Levi?
It's just like, okay, we're doing this.
She rides
All right.
very slowly into the camp.
Okay. So you guys ride in. You can see that it's like lots of these kind of fancy tents. A lot of them have like the purple and gold I said paint job. That's not right, but you know what I mean. Purple and gold colors. There's maybe like a half dozen people, along with like a bunch of servants who are keeping everything ship shape and moving, and the actual the people who are kind of running things in this camp. A lot of like very eccentric Victorian finery. Lots of like of opera glasses on sticks, or like looking everything at. You see somebody with like dowsing rods, those like a two-pronged stick they hold to look for like water, or like geomancy, like magical veins. Ooh, okay. And then this guy's going like, oh, oh, oh. People who are just sort of like meditating in like circles they've drawn in the grass with chalk. One of these guys who has like a humongous top hat, like the biggest top hat you've ever seen, and like huge, like curly, like absurd whiskers, comes over to you, and he's like, "Ah, welcome, travelers. Fate has crossed your path with that of the Ordo Mysterium."
The Ordo Mysterium. Interesting.
Yes.
Whack jobs.
The Ordo Mysterium. I am Theophilus.
Lost him.
Premier of the Order.
You cut out, by the
Could you
way.
repeat that? What was your name again?
My name is Theophilus de Quincy.
De Quincy.
I am the Hierophant Premier of the Ordo Mysterium. We are a group of seekers of cosmic knowledge, hunters of the arcane. Pilgrims. Wait, did I freeze up again?
You did. For just a little bit.
Okay. He says, pilgrims of the unexplainable.
Right.
So please come to our camp. Enjoy a marshmallow roasted upon our campfire. They do have a bunch of marshmallows. They're kind of like roasting, and then he offers one to you. I enjoy sticking mine directly into the flame, setting it to light, and then blowing it out, and then biting right into it, so the goo spills across my lips and mouth and leaves it so delightfully sticky. But you can cook yours however you wish.
Lorna, if you want to have some marshmallows, by all means.
Lorna's like, you got it. Thank you, ma'am. And she starts roasting some marshmallows.
My character, for what it's worth, is keeping an eye out for Comte de Saint-Germain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think Saint-Germain, like, he notices you. I'll just call him Saint Germain because I'm a little easier on me.
Yeah.
He looks kind of like a double take, but then he does start heading over to you. Theophilus de Quincey asks you guys, like, so may I ask, what brings you to these hallowed environs of Mount Shasta? Are you also searching for the secrets of this place?
Oui.
Something like that.
Ah, how wonderful. Tell me, do you know the story of Mount Shasta, the secrets that lie within the Hollow Mountain?
Enlighten me.
Sure, you'd love to tell the tale.
Oh, believe me, I would. He starts going on and on about how, like, it was an outpost of lost Lemuria, the great prehistoric kingdom that vanished beneath the waves after a war with Atlantis. And the Lemurians lived there in peace until they were betrayed by lizard people. Then the hairy ones of the forest arrived. And after that, the mole people came. Then visitors from the sky
Ah,
descended upon this Lemurian outpost.
la la.
Together with the mole, and he kind of goes on. It's like, it's a whole bunch of crackpot theories. He's like, the hollow earth was also involved, naturally. It all comes back to the mystical land of Agartha. And he's just like going on about all these like wacky very weirdo theories that like were in vogue at the time, and some of which surround Mount Shasta to this very day. And I think you can tell right away this is all bullshit. But he does believe it.
Yeah, I think Levi just sort of like leans over to to Madam and just like, oh, he's a real crackpot.
Oui. Perhaps the good count will save us.
Yeah, Saint Germain comes over and he's like, Monsieur de Quincey, I'm sure they thank you very much for your hospitality. I will make sure that they're comfortable. I think that fellow over there, his auras are just very much out of whack. You need to reset his aura, so you can help him with that. And De Quincey's like, oh, his aura, how terrible! I must go. Please enjoy more marshmallows. If you need anything, please let me know. I do hope you join the Ordo Mysterium. We have a mailing list you can sign up for. We will send you letters about every month. I will fill up your post box with them, containing more of my unique theories about the world.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
All right, toodaloo.
Interesting company.
So
to
Saint
keep
Germain-
nowadays, Saint Germain.
Saint Germain's like, things have changed a great deal. What was once the territory of sorcerers, alchemists, those who were truly knowledgeable, now belong to gentlemen, dabblers, cranks.
Mhm.
But the Ordo Mysterium, eccentric and harmless as they are, did provide me passage to this place, which I think does have a kind of strange power over California.
That would be an accurate observation. But I'm not surprised by this. I remember you being quite a grounded individual in the den of debauchery at Lake Geneva.
Oh, good memories. Though you were remarkably different.
I was still enslaved at the time. I've found liberation since.
Oh,
There were things
in
that
what
I would
way?
have
What
said
happened?
if I could have. I do not want to tell you everything immediately. Let us
Of
just say
course.
that I slipped the leash and put it on my former masters.
oh, that makes me very happy.
Mm.
Um,
So I think if you knew me before the revolution, you maybe would not be so happy about my freedom.
oh, That saddens me.
I was on
Madame
the other.
Demanche, when
Hmm?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to step out of the first second. My cat seems to have found a mouse. Sorry.
Oh, man.
He
No,
wouldn't know
by
her.
all means, go.
He wouldn't know her by Madame Demanche, by the way.
Oh, okay. Lucille.
Mhm. Oui?
Yeah. So I think he says, Lucille, I remember I did not feel sorry for you or pity you, but there was a great injustice in what happened to you. And I did hope you would find your freedom.
Hmm. Let me ask
But
you,
is
not
that not,
knowing.
he says, is that not entirely the case?
It is, but I do wonder, knowing that I was French and knowing that I'd been decapitated, if you maybe assumed that I was a noble.
He's like, I tend to avoid such political discussions. I find them a distraction from my real work.
Ah, your real work. What is that currently?
Oh, simply exploring the world, enjoying all that immortality has to offer.
I do look forward to seeing everything immortality can offer me as well. It is
Yes.
strange that the Alighieri family decided to create an immortal to have an endless servant. Quite a gift they gave me by accident, don't you think?
A good gift.
I hope that at some point they create a good system for sanitation.
Let us hope. I do think, though, that you should be free to choose your own path. That is the one thing that I hold especially dear now that my life is so long, my freedom. So if things are otherwise for you, I consider that the greatest tragedy of all.
Perhaps at some point I might find true freedom. Perhaps I will not. But I'm freer than I was. And that is positive.
That is good. That is good. Madame Demanche, I do hope that you seek out that true freedom when you can. The thing about living under someone's yoke is that if it goes on too long, you become used to it. I've seen it happen so many times.
The fact that you've been using my new name indicates to me that perhaps you've kept up on me a little bit.
I have my sources. Though I'm not entirely sure what you are doing here. What brings you to this beautiful mountain?
Well, your follower, despite having many crackpot theories, is correct that this mountain does have magic behind it. And, I was sent here to make sure that a certain creature does not take advantage of it. Not you. A different creature, something very dangerous.
It does make sense. I do not wish to take advantage of any power here. Merely to observe, to enjoy. There's so much this new world has to offer, to insert myself into it, to play petty games of power. That would not amuse me. I just want to enjoy it.
Well, if you want to see something unique, follow us. I don't know how much I want to have your entire entourage. Maybe they can wait here.
Yes. I was going to ask about that. They wish to go to the summit and travel. There may be strength in numbers, though I don't know how strong Ordo Mysterio the Ordo Mysterium is. Should I ask them to stay while we go on ahead?
No, numbers might be good. If you do not mind them dying. Uh-oh, Michael
Fools,
froze.
but amusing fools. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now? All
Yeah,
good?
I heard fools but amusing fools, but nothing that came before it.
Yeah, I think that's right cut off there. So, yeah, he's like, yeah, they are fools, but amusing fools.
Well, if we look to have the proverbial cannon fodder, it does not hurt to have them along.
Okay. So he nods and goes over to get his horse. Let me see. Horse report. We're gonna pause for another horse report. What he's riding. I would say he's got like a real like stately quarter horse, like kind of stallion. Mane for Mane, we're talking. He's got like the mane is braided in those little kind of nubbins that are going up and down the head. Um, Braided tail too. Like he spent a lot of time braiding this horse's hair, so it looks good.
And I'll just
Um,
note that Lorna has a black and white American paint horse.
Nice. Good to know. Good to know the horse reports coming through there too.
Yeah.
Yep. So they mount up and start heading out. I think that Theophilus de Quincey does kind of notice a little bit, and as like Saint Germain and you guys are heading out, he like approaches, and he's like, "Oh, Comte, you can't be leaving without us. We're going to do a very, very long meditation session, followed by some aura cleansing. Do you wish to stay, or should we go with you?" So he's going to require a little bit of encouragement to stay here.
I mean, they can come with us. If that's
Oh,
what they
okay.
wish.
I think they do wish to overall, but I'm just like, do you want to have these guys hanging around with you? Levi, what do you think?
Um, sorry. I think in his head he's just like, oh God, I don't want to have to deal with this this dude. But I think he will say, well, if you don't mind the high possibility of your deaths, come right along.
So I think without a roll, without a manipulate someone, they will be going with you guys. And there's not too many of them. There's like maybe a dozen. I'm not going to do a horse report for all of them. They got like some solid like horses they purchased at nearby town, and mostly they're in like wagons and that kind of thing because they kind of prefer. These are more like these are indoor people. They're not really used to roughing it out here. But like a few of them go with you to like head to the summit, explore a little bit. Some are still hanging back in their camp, and yeah, you guys start heading up the mountainside. So you're making your way up the trail, and you do notice it is growing colder. Like again, the unseasonable chill is coming. Bits of snow are coming down. It starts to get kind of like thick under the horse's hooves the further up you go. It's like clinging to the branches. You see snowbanks starting to form on the back. Kesberg, you get the feeling that you are being followed. I don't know. Are you kind of like riding drag, or are you like in the middle of the
Um,
of this caravan?
I'd
Where do you
say
think you would kind of position yourself?
as far from that one dude as possible.
Oh man, De Quincey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better believe he's going on about all his theories.
Wait, who's he telling all of his theories to? Oh dear.
Just whoever can listen. He's moved on. He's talking about all his theories about food right now and stuff, and like how to have a proper diet. He's very much like in another time he could be a secretary of he could have a high government position.
For her part, Madame de Manche has switched over to speaking in French to the Comte because she can. Because I know the guy speaks
Yeah,
French.
that makes sense.
So.
Yeah, good to hear the mother tongue.
Sure.
Yeah. So Casper, I think are you kind of like in the back area, riding drag, as it were?
Sure, yeah. Sounds about right. I'll let the
Okay.
other ones be up front. But I guess if I'm sort of feeling that, I guess I could read a bad situation, or maybe
You don't.
don't need that just yet.
I don't think it's read a bad situation.
Okay,
I think
sure.
are you kind of alerting others? You should like just looking back to see who's approaching in the trail, because they're definitely not like being stealthy about it. They're like coming right up to you. It looks like they're trying to catch up to you like as fast as they can.
Um, I sort of
Not being like aggressive necessarily, but like you hear like the fast like hoof beats moving in a trot, and see a shape kind of like coming quickly through the trees up to you guys.
okay. Then I'll just sort of like see who it is and then act accordingly.
Okay. You see that it is Otto Bugelheimer. The kind of like 9, 10-year-old son of the wacky inventor that you saved in the Sierra Nevada. He is riding, we're going to do a pony report. He's riding a nice, like, kind of bay pony. That's, very, very calm, but he's like putting it through its paces to catch up to you. And this kid, he's like laden down with like the saddlebags. This thing are like bulging with weird devices. He has like a backpack on with a whole bunch of other, looks like his father's kind of weird inventions. And he like goes right up to you. He like urges, he like, slowly he pulls the reins of the pony, stops right next to you, looks up, big smile. And he's like, Mr. Kesper, I'm so glad I caught you.
What in blazes are you doing out here?
I came to find you to help you.
Kids, man. Look, this situation is nothing that a little kid like you needs to be at.
He's like, well, first of all, not little. I'm 10. That's 2 digits. That's not little.
Look, even for someone like you, it's a little dangerous. You need to go back with your pa.
I understand. I know. I left them a very nice note explaining what I'm doing, and I'm going to go back to them as soon as I'm done helping you. But you saved our lives. I have to pay you back, and I think I know how to defeat Herr Kalt.
Look, how about this? You tell me how to do it, then you can go home. You'd say that your debt is paid. I ain't letting you get closer to that thing.
Okay. He definitely wants to help you. I think you got to do. This is going to be manipulate someone.
All right.
Your best roll.
Woo! That's cocked. That's not okay. Just under 6.
Oh, all right. Well, mark experience.
Darn, -1 to charm. He's trying to be good.
Minus. You are. It's okay. You are. Yeah. If you don't, it doesn't matter if you don't succeed. You are trying to be good. He gives you a big smile. And he's like, "I will." He's like, "No, you. I know you want me to be safe because you're a hero. But I think you need my help. I don't know if you can work this device without me. My father showed me how it is very complicated. he pulls this weird looking weapon out of the satchel. He's like, it is a flame spitter. There's like the gas tank here. It looks kind of like I mean, in his hands, it's like huge. It looks like a blunderbuss kind of thing, with like a bunch of weird tanks and steampunk gears running all over it. He's like, you have to work all these nozzles and gears and buttons, but it can shoot out a burst of fire right out of the muzzle. And I think that's what can defeat Urkult, or at least his minions. I'll help you use it, and we can burn the heart out of that monster.
Well, you better get to explaining then.
Of course. He's a huge smile as he's like riding with you. He like kind of shows you a little bit how to do it. And he's like, well, I'll be there to help you too, of course. And as he goes on, he's like, I must admit, even though I know it's dangerous and this is like the most scared I've ever been in my life, I'm also very excited, and I'm happy to be with you, Mr. Kesberg.
You knew who I really was. That might not be the case.
He's like, well, I do know who you are. You came out of the cold. You battled a monster single-handedly. Well, you had friends, of course, but you took on that cannibal man in hand-to-hand combat. You protected my father, my mother, and me without any hesitation. You fought alongside your friends. I can see they care about you. You never showed any...
Oh, there we go.
Did I freeze up a little bit during the most
Just a little
dramatic
bit.
moment?
Just like right at the
Yeah,
very end
you
there, I
said
think.
you never showed any, and then you cut off.
Oh, great. Okay. You never showed any cowardice. You never showed any fear, no matter the danger. And you were always nice. You were kind to my family and to myself. That's heroism, and that's who you are.
He's just sort of like, he doesn't say anything, but like, I'm gonna say like the sort of like Levi always had like an unnerving aura to him, but I think he notices that like, but Otto would notice that like that aura is sort of like diminished slightly.
Ooh. All right. I think he's like, okay, now I think I've figured out how best to use the flame spitter. And he actually like accidentally pulls the trigger and shoots like a burst of fire out, which hits the back of Theophilus de Quincey and like sets his top hat on fire. And he's like, oh no, that unbalances my aura. How dreadful. As he like shoves the burning top hat off. They keep walking, so you keep on heading up the trail.
Yeah. There is a
Going
discussion
closer
I'd
and
like.
closer. Oh, yes, go ahead.
There's a discussion I would like to be having with the Count in French.
Yeah.
I'm going to do an RP accent to indicate that she's speaking fluently now in another language, like it's movie rules. Like begins with them speaking in French with subtitles, and then it switches to them speaking with British accents.
Awesome.
Listen, I'm on a relatively important mission, one that might be possibly buying me my freedom. Despite the fact that you're being tailed by lackeys, sycophants, and idiots right now, I am perhaps hoping that you still know how to cast a ritual.
Centerman says, "You assume correctly."
Good. My assistants and I are going to be performing one shortly after we defeat this Mr. Cold. That is what we are fighting, a German monster named Mr. Cold.
Saint Germain
Cold.
says, "Madame, you lead a very interesting life,
Perhaps.
so to
Yeah.
speak."
The unfortunate thing is I don't really exactly know what this ritual is that I'm going to be doing, so I have to figure it out by observation, and as they say, 2 heads are better than 1. I have a certain degree of belief that my cat might be able to help, but the ghosts there and my servant are not going to be of great assistance, just extra hands in the process. But you,
Certainly,
you're clever.
very true. I think between you, me, and your cat, we can figure it out.
I should hope so.
This Mr. Cold does sound rather troublesome, though.
He does. That's why defeating him in the first place is important. But also figuring out what he's doing is important.
Very good. Well, we'll consider me on your side.
And of course, to try not to share any of this with your followers. Unless we
they
require
would-
sacrifices, in which case, tell them to lines their auras or some such nonsense.
Well, I'd rather not sacrifice them. They are very amusing. But they'll do their part, or they'll simply add a little bit of fun and excitement to the proceedings.
Well, it was good having a chat in my native tongue, of course. And I probably shouldn't keep
Always
rambling.
good.
Probably shouldn't keep rambling at you in French, lest we rouse suspicion.
Yes.
I'm glad to be able to count on you, Count.
Madame Demanche is, after what you've been through, is the least I could do. As you guys kind of finish talking, you see De Quincy riding ahead a little bit and being like, "Oh, look at that. There appears to be a strange sort of shape in the snow. Perhaps it is the Lemurian technology." And then the snow, like in the trail ahead of you, kind of like slopes up a little bit. The snow there shifts, changes, and a pair of kind of spiky arms made of frost that are like giant sized. Like these arms are big enough to manhandle a horse. Just a pair of them for now, like kind of burst out of the snow and start attacking De Quincy. Like one like grabs him and like rips him out of the saddle. His horse like panics and starts running away. And as you're noting this, you guys look up kind of skyward. You hear that eerie, childlike, sadistic laughter, and you see a face up in like the gathering clouds. This predatory grin made of icicles. Along with like 2 glowing, like snowflake eyes looking down on you. And you know this is indeed Eric Holtz. Okay, Kesberg, what do you do?
Well, I guess. Well. So, like, do you think it seems like the actual like Eric Holt is like far enough away that the for lack of a better term, flamethrower is probably a little bit out of reach.
Yeah, probably couldn't hit his the face up there, but also you're not sure if like damaging that would actually kill Eric Holt, because he seems to be like he's a spirit that like possesses the snow. So you're not sure if that's the actual way to hurt him is with physical weapons. But I mean, it could certainly the fire would burn away the snow for sure.
Gotcha. Well, I guess I could at least try and get rid of this monster. As much as he would love to see the snow monster tear apart Quincy.
Yeah. All right. Are we going for protect someone or kick some ass or something else?
I think this is more of a kick some ass than a protect someone.
Nice. Okay. Go ahead and let's roll kick some ass.
Of course, the mostly good number was the one that was cocked and had to reroll.
It always is.
Yeah. No. It went down by 1, so it's still a 10.
Nice. All right. With a 10, you get to trade harm, and then you pick one more. Oh, I should say, what are you doing to fight this hand?
I think he just sort of like rides up in front and lets out a burst of flame.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, you just like gallop to the front, level the flame spitter, and just like unload on this thing. All right. So you're doing what is your extra effect here?
I will give +1 forward to Madame Demanche.
Nice. Ooh, okay, Madame Demanche, you get that +1. Yeah, Levi, you just like a burst of like this tongue of like bright orange flame rushes down, strikes the hands. They melt, and like a huge gout of like smoke comes rushing up. The air goes hot. The smoke kind of gets in your face a little bit. Wafts away. You see the partly crushed, a little bit on fire De Quincy rolls over on the ground. He's looking in kind of bad shape, but you were able to save him before he got totally mangled. One of the hands is gone, but there's like another hand coming out of the snow. It's like the arm of it is like extending grotesquely long as it like reaches for your for the whole expedition. And then Madame Demanche, you see other hands coming out of the trees, the snowbanks on the side of the road. So there's like a good, like dozen arms reaching down for your party. What do you do?
Let's see. I think she is going to attempt to jinx. To interfere with what the monster is trying to do. Which is to say, the jinx in and of itself is going to cause weak points to form in these various arms. It might not destroy them, because I feel like that'd be asking for too much out of a jinx, but at least enough to slow them down that we can get out of here. If that makes sense.
It's a genius idea. Yeah.
So let's go ahead and try to jinx. It's plus weird.
With the +1.
And I get a +1. So just with the +1, I'm already at a 10. Plus weird, I'm at a 13.
Hey.
Holy.
So, so I'm going to say that I'm interfering with what the monster is trying to do, obviously. So that would be grabbing people with the hands. And as I've already described, it's just rough bits of snow are going into it, like, stuff that's too finely powdered. It's causing them to crack a little bit, so it's taking them longer to form. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that is awesome.
And you know what? I'll go ahead and give a +1 forward, because I get to do 2 things with the jinx. I'll go ahead and give a +1 forward to Levi.
Cool.
Oh, awesome. All right. Levi gets a cool +1. And yeah, a lot of these hands, like, you can see weakness appearing, bits of snow trailing down. Some of them are looking like kind of falling off of their arms almost. Saint-Germain, like, he twists his cane, which he was taking with him, of course. Gentleman always has his cane. It's a sword cane, naturally. He pulls out the blade and starts like cutting these arms away. You see Otto grabbing like another flame spitter, a little smaller, but like still way too big for him. And he is kind of like trying to unload fire. He's like pouring fire onto some of the hands himself, looking very happy to be melting these things. And yeah, you're doing like they're together. They're holding them off thanks to Madame Demanche's power. The Levi, you see the hands are all kind of gathering together in like a much bigger hand, which is coming out of again like the center of the trail, like reaching up to form a really large fist. And it looks like it's aiming for you. It kind of recognizes you as the biggest threat right now, and this like fist of snow is going to swing down, try and bash you off of your horse. What
Okay.
do you do?
I guess second verse same as the first, I guess.
Nice.
Just more flames and basically just trying to like cut myself like a path. If the fist is moving towards me, just sort of like directing the flames
just
like
that's so like you're on horseback, just like hefting up the flame spitter, just like pulling the trigger, shooting this tongue of flames right into the fist that's heading for you. All right, an amazing image. Go ahead and let's roll to kick some ass.
double fives for 13
Oh, 13. Oh, wow.
because I use plus weird to
Amazing.
kick ass.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and pick your extra effect here.
Yeah, I might have to if I ever get the chance. I think I might have to do kick some ass as an advanced move. Like 2 more level ups before I can do that. So I will. I will force them where I want them, which is basically it sort of goes around me and away from the rest of the group.
Nice. Okay, yeah, you just like you work the flamethrower, the hands are melting away, the fist like melts before it can really reach you. So it doesn't really do any damage to you. I think Madame Demanche. So you see like this freezing ambush has pretty much failed since he's taking some good rolls and everyone helping out. You see that the cold energy that is powering this is like focused in the smiling face of Ercult, which is now swooping low to try and like add that to the fight. So he's coming down, doing more of his maniacal laughter as the hand is like melted and gone. Ercult swooping down and making like a whole bunch of sharp icicles form in the cloud around his face, and is going to try to like strafe the this caravan and just rain like sharp icicles on them.
Okay.
But it looks like in this form, at least, he doesn't have that much energy left.
Okay. So what she's going to try to do is use magic to banish him. At least from this spot right now.
Nice. Okay.
As she holds her book
Yeah.
and makes a series of symbols, like draws them in the air, more or less. And she says to her subordinates, make yourselves useful and shoot at something. Preferably not allies.
Amazing.
But hers isn't use magic, because I'm pretty sure she can just tell her subordinates what to do and they do it. So I shouldn't have to roll on
Sure.
that. All right. My use magic, I don't think I got a plus forward, did I?
Hmm.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Then I am at a 9.
A plus. Why? I think.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
forward
believe
mean,
I gave you any
all
like
of it?
extra +1 for that.
No,
Not
no,
this
I was
round,
just double
yeah.
checking that I didn't get another +1. So
Yeah.
it's a 9.
Yeah, just like the next roll.
Yeah.
9's not bad though. It's a partial.
Yeah, so there is a glitch involved. So my
All
effect
right.
is that he is banished. You get to pick the glitch.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna say it's gonna be of short duration.
Sure, makes sense.
Yeah. So
That'll open for now, but not for long. We should ride.
Totally. Yeah, you just like you work the magic. The icicles just like melt in midair as the force that's animating them disappears. So kind of all it is that's instead of sharp icicles raining down you guys, just a cold rain splashes everybody. But yeah, it fades away. The smile is gone, and like the giant hands are gone. The way is clear. Um, a bunch of the Ordo Mysterium are like, Theophilus, we're good. We're gonna go back. We've had enough. This Lemurian technology is just too magical for us. Goodbye. He's like,
Now's your time.
yeah, he's like, yes, farewell, my friends, but you are missing out. They ride down the slope. So it's just him and like maybe like two other hardcore Ordo Mysterium types who are there. And in fact, as everyone's kind of picking themselves back up, seeing to their wounds and calming the horses down, De Quincy like points ahead and like, oh, I knew I was right to stay. Look there, it's a Lemurian, and he points like further up the trail, and you guys do see a strange, shaggy figure looking at you through the trees.
So-
Madame Demanche doesn't necessarily notice it because right now she's holding up Minwee and is like, of course you didn't have to shoot a gun. You just have little paws and you're the best boy, aren't you?
Minwee is like, oh, thank you, keep it coming.
She scritches Minwee.
During the battle, Roberto was like firing his gun, and same with I think Lorna probably has a firearm of some kind.
Lorna's got two. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, Lorna like pulled out her twin, Colt Navies and was just like firing up and all this
She's
a
just
lot of
seems,
smoke and lead
yeah, she seems like a two-gun kind of girl.
for sure. So they were firing at the icy like face in the clouds.
But yes, a Lemurian has shown up. A Lemurian.
Yeah. So Levi, I think you notice it right after De Quincy does. What do you do?
I guess he'll sort of like head up to the sort of, or at least like get in front of everyone and sort of like, just sort of like act as sort of like the middle person, if it, and sort of, but still sort of like ready for anything.
Nice. Yeah, this creature like gets a little closer to you, and you see it is a very tall, like 6'8" man, covered in kind of like dark brown fur, has like two very luminous, like glowing eyes, smells pretty stinky, and it's got real big feet. It is Bigfoot.
Well, I'll be.
Otto's like, is that the famed wild man of the California woods?
I guess it is. You know, you're a hard man to find.
Bigfoot gives you like kind of like a deep rumbling laugh. And he speaks okay English. He's like, the little walking ones told me that you were coming.
Giving us a hand, I take it? Or no? Or just giving us a warning?
No, I'm here to assist you. There's trouble up in the sacred grove. This outsider has come to corrupt it. My family and I have lived here for a very long time. We know the ritual that could keep this monster out and destroy it, but we'll need your help. The little ones think you can be trusted. Is that the case?
Try to be.
Very good. I'm afraid we don't have many options at the moment. Well, come along, time is short.
Speaking about short, Lorna, next time do you want to be inside of a child like this one?
Lorna's like, rather not, ma'am. That strikes me as a little bit unfair to the child.
It is a little bit unfair, but on the other hand, I'm a little bit of an unfair creature.
True enough, man. But I think there ought to be limits, you know?
Probably.
I think next time she's like, all right, hear me out. You put me inside a horse.
You want to possess a horse. You know that you could
I
just...
want to be a graceful, beautiful horse, wind running through my mane as I gallop majestically through the fields. Is that so wrong to ask?
I mean, you could put yourself inside of a horse anytime if that's something that you want to do. If it is not something that you can do naturally, I don't see how I am going to put you inside of a horse. Last time I checked, you could only possess people.
Yeah. Well, maybe you could, do some of your witchy magic and
But-
horses are on the menu.
I will see what I can do about making you a horse.
Oh, thank you so much. I've always wanted to be a horse.
These are things that maybe I should have known about you before I took you on as a servant.
She's a horse girl. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just to feel the level of depravity we're talking about here, do you want to be a stallion or a mare?
She's like, I never really thought about it. I think either one could be great.
Okay, so we're not at that level of depravity. Good to know.
Yeah, I just want to run majestically through the fields. That's all.
Okay. I can see what I can do about, for a limited time, putting you inside of a horse.
Oh, thank you. That'd be so great. Thank you.
Not a problem.
All right. So,
La la.
so Bigfoot leads you further up the mountain, and then pretty soon you come to this like kind of secluded grove. It's a little bit like, it's not quite the peak. It's kind of like, secreted away somewhere on the slopes of Mount Shasta. And a bunch of like trees form a natural clearing. It's definitely, there's like kind of snow falling on them right now, but you can tell like this is a magical spot. There's like very, a verdant, like green, grassy area with these brilliant golden California poppies forming like almost like a fairy ring at the center of it. The branches here have like woven together in strange patterns, almost naturally. So it seems like, nature has kind of created this spot to be like an altar or a ritual space. As you approach, you do see a bunch of other Bigfoots or Big Feet, which I will use interchangeably, emerge from the trees. There's like a small family, maybe like 4 or 5 of them. There's like, looks like kind of an older shaman who has sort of like imitation deer antlers made of like branches as kind of a headdress. And they're like gathering acorns, herbs, and other things to like get this ritual ready.
So this is a ritual to banish our cult?
The Bigfoot who was guiding you was like, it should protect this grove from Aircult's influence. He is a parasite. If he cannot find some way to hook his way into the landscape, he shall wither and die. So as long as we keep him from getting in and finish the ritual, he will be banished and return.
Kind of cut out.
A little bit.
Oh, maybe he's still frozen.
Like, yeah.
Oh no, I'm here. Sorry, Madam Demonch, I missed that last thing you said.
Oh, I said I think you were cutting out for us.
Oh, okay. Well, you said like in Krub, or what did you say? Right after the Bigfoot kind of finished his speech.
Oh, I said you cut out.
Oh,
you cut out
At
mid.
the very end, yeah.
Oh no, mid-speech. Okay. All right. So the Bigfoot says, oh man, it was great lines too. We're missing. Oh well. He's like, yes, if we can complete this ritual, it should seal this area from Ercult, and he will be banished back to the realm of nightmares from whence he came.
Oh, okay.
And our cult is also trying to do a ritual of his own.
He is a parasite. He seeks to insert himself into this land, to hook his way into California and corrupt it so he can dwell here as the monstrous frozen boogeyman of this land for the rest of time. But if we can hold him off, we can stop him.
All right, well. I'm good at rituals.
Excellent. My family and I will appreciate your help, and also we'll need your strength as a warrior to hold off Ercult, because he is going to try to break through and corrupt this place. They'll try and harm my family and myself and stop the ritual. They'll try and destroy you as well, of course. If he succeeds in killing us, there'll be nothing to stop him from infecting this place, conquering Mount Shasta, and turning all of California into a frozen hell.
We can't have that.
Very good. Now, are there any preparations you two wish to make before we begin? You see De Quincy's like, yes, I shall indeed be communing with the Lemurian ghosts, and that will aid us in the defense. I will begin with an elaborate chant contacting the Lemurian spirits and any Atlanteans, lizard people, mole men, hollow earth denizens as well shall come to our aid. He starts like doing a fun like chant and like dance.
Hey, Michael.
Or he's aura farming.
My character can literally see spirits. Are there actually any spirits around here?
No, there's no Lemurians in Mount Shasta.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all the crunchy types who think there's Lemurians in Mount Shasta. There's not, okay? You're making it up.
There are Bigfoots, though.
Hey, Bigfoot's real, okay? But there's a history of like cranks that are like, oh man, Mount Shasta is where the Lemurians are. I love all that stuff, but like I'm kind of making fun of it too.
Yeah.
It's from a place of love, but it is crankery.
Right.
Wow.
All right. So yeah, any actual preparations for what's happening?
Well, the thing that's most natural to her is to do a ritual. But it seems like the Bigfoots are already doing a ritual.
Yeah. Well, you can assist them. You can also like, I mean, you know that at some point you've got to kind of maybe not hijack the ritual, but you've got to like bring out that skull and get the dark powers in there.
Yeah.
If you want to.
No, she does. And that's why she's wanting to observe the rituals to figure out what the hole in it is where she could insert what she needs to.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you. Well, for that one, let me see. What would be good for that one? Maybe read a bad situation, because like, what's my best way in could be a good question to ask here. So why don't you give me a read a bad situation roll?
Let's read a bad situation based off of Sharp. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, I've got a 6 and a 3 on the dice, and I get to add a 1, so that does make it a 10.
Nice. Okay,
So-
you get to ask 3 questions.
Alrighty. What's most vulnerable to me?
Ooh, okay. I think you realize that there is a part of the ritual, like right at the end, where there'll be like a little bit of an opening. The big feet will be kind of like thinking that it's done. And that one, if you pull out the skull, that's when the dark powers will use their time to go in and infect, and like they'll get into Mount Shasta. But also, it's one that you it's up to you if you want to do it, though.
No, she's going to do it. She's going to do it. We can blame everything bad that happens in California from this point forward on her. And there's a lot of bad.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of bad stuff coming in California, you guys.
Yeah. Are there any dangers she hasn't noticed in doing this?
Ooh. Okay. I think with that one, you do notice that like Air Cult is kind of already here.
Okay.
He is like gathering in the snow that's fallen around this grove and is like starting to rise up like or raise up like more of those evil snowmen types.
Okay.
And you also with that one, I'll tell you that there's also another familiar force. Boonhelm's ghost is here.
Okay. Don't see any ghosts of the Mirians, Levi, but I do see the ghost of Boonhelm.
Haven't quite figured out how to punch a ghost yet.
Leave the punching of ghosts to the ghost. Lorna,
Fair enough.
there's an evil spirit
Lorna,
here.
like-
You're going to need to help hold that off. I understand that means this body is going to... I don't honestly know. I mean, she entered into a deal with us on purpose. She's going to
Lorna's
be very
like,
scared.
yeah. I think she'll stay tethered till I'm
Okay.
done.
Just so you know, there is a ghost you need to fight, and you are the only one that can fight a ghost, as far as I know.
I'll do what I can.
And, say I get to ask one more question. I
Yeah.
asked Dangers to have a notice what's vulnerable to me. What's the biggest threat is going to be cult, so that's a stupid question to ask. What's the best way to protect? It says protect the
Mhm.
victims, but protect us, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, there's like other people around you. There's, Saint Germain, Otto, and De Quincy, and like the other Ordo Mysterium people. Oh, and the Big Feet. I mean, protecting
Yeah.
the Big Feet is the most important.
Yeah.
I would say, like, these are all like mortal. The Bigfoot's mortal guys. I'm gonna say it. I don't believe
Yeah.
that he's an alien or he's an extra dimensional whatever that is immortal. These big feet can be hurt. So you can tell that like that's what the cult that's who Air Cult is like gonna go for first for sure is the Big
Mhm.
Feet.
And by the way, I get a +1 ongoing while the information that I just gathered is relevant.
Nice. Okay. All right, Levi. Are there any preparations you want to make? You can see like, in fact, you can see
Wait,
like the
how did you say I
snowmen
protect
start-
the victims again? Sorry.
Oh, I would just say like the Big Feet are the ones that are the most vulnerable because those are to protect them like from physical threats. So like keeping them
Yeah.
sort of barriers between them and the evil snowmen and Boonhelm is the big
Okay.
thing.
So we're going to have to be
All
fighting
right.
off those snowmen too, Levi. Oh, sorry, Monsieur Gersberg. I don't want to assume familiarity with you.
We'll see. Yeah. You see him sort of like fiddling with like knobs and stuff like on the flame spitter, and just sort of like conferring with Otto to sort of like it's like, okay, is the tank's fine? I'm guessing, and all this and that.
Yeah, I think between you and Otto, you get it like reloaded and all ready to go.
Yep.
All right. In fact, I think we'll start with you as the combat begins.
Sure.
So, Kesberg, once again, you see that like that freaky face of icicles, this like smiley face of like sharp icicle fangs in the sky, and the glowing snowflake eyes looking down at you, and like the laughter and the weird like kind of evil lullaby in German, the warning song of Air Cult crooning over the mountain, and then the snowman army like assaults from the woods and starts charging in. There's like dozens of these guys, these like sort of misshapen icicle clawed snowman figures rushing into attack. Yeah, Levi, what do you do?
Yeah, I think getting in front of the sort of like interposing himself in between the snowmen and those that he needs to protect, as was discussed, and just getting as much fire and flames out there as he can. So,
Nice. Okay.
I wonder.
I'll let you decide. Is this going to be kick some ass or protect someone?
I'm better at kicking ass than protecting since I can use my weird to kick ass.
All right, let's do kick some ass. Because this is more geared to hurting the snowmen than protecting the big feet and the people there.
Yeah, unfortunately, my tough is not all that great. Might need to work on that.
It's okay. That's what Kesper does. That's all right.
Well, he uses weird to kick ass, and he's not good at protecting people.
Yeah.
As much as Otto might
Nice.
think that.
Oh,
So 4-2 on the dice would be 6, plus 3 would be a 9.
ooh, okay. So you're trading harm, and then you're going to pick one. I will say you're going to take a decent amount of harm if you don't pick that one,
Okay.
or suffer one less harm. You don't have to. You can pick another one. I'm gonna say it's gonna be like 3 harm coming to you.
Okay. Could be worse. He does take 1 less harm as sort of like because of his mortal body, but
Yeah.
So 2 harm wouldn't be the worst thing.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to force them where I want them, which is to sort of, again, just sort of keep them at bay.
Nice. What does it look like as you're like just working the flame spitter at these guys?
I think he's just sort of I think at this point like right before rushing in, he was just like, Otto, I know you want to be out there, but you got to stay back, as he runs forward. And he's sort of like doing like a strafing kind of motion with the spitter.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, it's like it's the thing with the flamethrower. You're just going and like a huge tongue of fire strikes these evil snowmen, reducing them to like steamy mush. Even so, like you do a bunch of damage and like half their number, but some of them do reach you. Just like they're just overwhelming you through sheer force of numbers there. So that they like charge over, bear you down. You manage to like toast a bunch, but they do rake you with those icicle claws. So you're taking three marks of harm, which you can. You got armor, so it's only 2.
Yeah.
But they are like stabbing into you and hurting you pretty bad. Okay, Madame Demanche. While this is going on, the big
Actually, I
feet are
think I'm
doing their
going to-
ritual. Oh,
I think I'm going to actually use a luck to avoid all harm.
nice. Okay, so mark a luck point.
Yeah, which means that my curse may become stronger or another breed disadvantage may manifest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you feel like a sudden pang of hunger coming towards you, but you do manage to like force the harm back. You like regenerate even as they're hacking at you with their icicle claws. Madame Demanche, you're seeing the Bigfoot family is doing their ritual. They're sort of like hurriedly drawing, elaborate patterns in the grass and mud, and like, making these deep, powerful Bigfoot howls and ululations. The ritual's working, like the area's starting to shake. Snow is falling from the branches, which are like snapping back and forth. The flowers are waving in the grass. You look up and you do see like that glowing face of Ercult coming closer to you, and more of the wind is picking up, and like freezing, like blizzard level curtains of wind are falling down and trying to disrupt the ritual.
She's going to attempt to use magic to bar a place or portal to a specific type of creature. She might not be able to completely stop Ercult, but she can certainly
Nice.
stop the snowmen. You know what I mean? From getting in.
Yeah,
and
the
interfering.
minions.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's what she's trying to do. But also, added to that, she is trying to begin to sneak her own magic into the ritual that the big feet are doing. You see what I mean?
Okay.
So it's,
Yeah.
it's first and foremost a protective spell, but it's the beginning of her corrupting their ritual as well.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll use magic.
All right. So I've got a 4 and a 3, and then I get to add 3 to that, so that makes it a 10. So she is effectively barring
okay.
this place from the
So with that one,
minions.
there's no side effect.
No side effect. She is just barring
Awesome.
the.
What is that?
Sure. So like a sort of, you can't see the dome at first, but the moment one of these snow people tries to get in past a certain circle, that it's just like this shimmering thing of energy bursts up, and it's not like a pleasant sort of glowing white shimmering energy. It is pitch black.
Whoa. Yeah, that is so cool. You see this energy, like it bursts around in a ring around the circle. Some of the snowmen that were trying to get in are like just cut in half by it. And you see like chunks of their snowy body fall to the ground and start melting. So they're like stuck on the other side. They're like pounding, trying to get in. You do see like Saint Germain is like kind of waving his cane at the his cane sword at the growing storm, trying to like force it away. Otto is staying mostly back in the middle. He's kind of like sending out bursts of his own flamethrower up at like trying to reach Ercult, but it's not quite working. And in fact, that's when Boonhelm appears. You hear that like this, like the dry, ragged laughter, and then a ghostly form of Ercult comes out of the sky. Not Ercult, of Boonhelm kind of comes out of the sky. Ercult is like this himself, like the face is descending with him. But Boonhelm like kind of lands in the clearing first. He looks very bad. His ghost looks like it was ripped right out of his body that was stuck in the mountains. So it is like himself, but translucent, weird, rangy. Got this silvery, ghostly skin that is covered with like these rusty bloodstains. And his head is also twisting at a really nasty angle, thanks to Kesberg like mangling his neck and throat on their last encounter. Kesberg, he looks right at you and he's like, Levi, you know you're as bad as me. These folks here, they're just holding you back. That's what really gets my goat. I'll remove them for you. And then you'll have nothing to fall back on except for what you are. And he starts moving towards Otto and Madame Dimanche. What do you do?
I don't know what he can do. I wonder if there's a way that I can. I want to. It's not usually what he does, but he's going to pull out his pistol, and he's going to try and use magic to enchant it.
Whoa. That's very cool. I will say Lorna's going to act as well to help out, but this is super cool. Yeah, go ahead and use magic.
Well, it's 5 on the die, plus my weird is 3, so it's an 8.
8.
So,
okay. So it does work.
So it works.
This is going to do. Well, this is enchanting a weapon, so it gets +1 harm
so
and
it's
magic.
+1 harm and plus magic.
Nice.
Which means it can hurt a ghost.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's normally 2 harm close, so it would be so it's 3 harm plus magic. But there's a glitch.
Yeah, I think the glitch is the one that I like the most is that it draws immediate unwelcome attention, which I think the unwelcome attention is going to be from Ercult himself. Like as you load this gun, you hear the weird like creepy lullaby in German, like really close to you. and you see that Ercult has landed and is in the clearing. He is this figure of like icicles held together by like storm and blizzard wind in an almost like childlike scrawl of like an outline of a human figure. Again, with that like grinning icicle smile and like the glowing snow eyes. He's like right behind you and gives you like a little, a weird little like, and then like smashes you with a blizzard like fist. You're gonna take 2 more harm as you are knocked to the ground. And give me a quick act under pressure to keep hold of the pistol, or you might drop it.
So if I remember correctly, that's with cool.
Yeah.
Okay. 6 and 2, the 8 plus cool of 2 would be a 10. So
Nice. You keep hold of the magical pistol as he like knocks you down.
yeah, I think he's sort of like.
But yeah, he's in the clearing now. He's like making for the rituals. The big feet are looking pretty worried. Madame Dimanche, it is your turn.
All right. Lorna, you've got the ghost?
Lorna's like, I'll do my best. What does it look like when her her spirit leaves this host body and attacks?
Sure. I think that the host body, like their eyes kind of roll up for a second, and then it's like they're suddenly shocked back to reality into this situation.
Whoa.
So they see the person that made the deal, with them of like, look, this ghost is going to possess you for a certain amount of time, but I'll help you get vengeance against who, whatever it was that she had come to her about that would be so significant that she agreed to let a ghost possess her. You know what I mean? Which is usually vengeance, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right? So it's probably vengeance against some man what wronged her. In
of course.
whatever way you can take that as PG or as X-rated as you want to. You know what I mean? But wronged her enough in a way that she was willing to trade her body off to a ghost for a few years to get that revenge. And all of a sudden she snapped back to reality in this situation.
Well, I think she's like, what the hell is going on? So what does Lorna do?
Sure. So Lorna is gonna like come tearing at the other ghost and is gonna, I think, attempt to like wrestle him to the ground.
Yeah, okay, I think that works. So yeah,
And
Lorna,
Lorna, I mean, I don't know how well you can see the ghosts, but Lorna looks like the sort of water ghost from like Japanese mythology, like where she's very obviously drowned looking and the hair is in front of her face and all that business. Like the dead sunken eyes. And that's what she looks like when she comes out of the body.
Amazing. So yeah, this like drowned specter bursts out of Lorna's Texas girl body, smashes into Boone Helm's ghost, and the 2 specters like crash onto the ground of this clearing and are like wrestling back and forth, fighting each other.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to do?
Yeah. So meanwhile, my character is going to drop a big whammy on Ercult. So she's going to use her powers to kick some ass. Because that was just commanding underlings. This is her actual move.
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
So I've got a 5 and a 2 on the dice, and then I get to add 3. So that's, altogether a 10. Plus there's the 1 ongoing, but it doesn't matter. I already hit 10. So it is going to do 2 harm, close, obvious, ignore armor. And I mean, that's magic. It's magical, so it should affect Ercult.
Yeah, definitely hurts him. I think you get to pick one of the extra effects, right? Because it's a 10.
Well, this is a specific move called the Big Whammy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like basically you either succeed or you miss. So I think part of the benefit of this is, this is a thing that's just going to happen even if you get a partial success. Well, it's to kick some ass, so I actually should be looking at kick some ass. I take that back.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's using it for kick some ass. So would
Yeah,
it
so I should
would,
be
it would
looking
get
at
the
kicks
extra
and ass.
effect, right? Because it's 10, you
Yeah,
rolled the
yeah.
10 plus on.
I was thinking about use magic. Sorry. So yeah, I
Yeah,
got
so
a 10
okay.
plus. Let's see. So I choose one extra effect. I am going to say that I'm going to inflict terrible harm. I know that I could suffer one less harm, but I'm going to inflict terrible harm instead.
Nice. Okay, I think you were gonna take 2 harm.
Okay, I get to reduce that by 1 because she's
Yeah,
immortal.
nice. Okay, so you crash into Air Cult. What does it look like when you're doing this spell?
Sure. So it's that
Big
sort of
whammy.
it's like the sort of the what people think is a rock and roll gesture, but I mean it is like a spiritual gesture that she does with her hand.
Yeah,
And it kind of hits him and like hits that like black negative energy comes at him again. As it like pushes like sort of disintegrates a little part of his snowy body, but it like actually affects him too, you know. It's not just the
yeah,
icicles out there, it's like affects something in the core of his being.
totally. Yeah,
Probably
it like
very
smashes
painful.
into him.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Extremely painful. In fact, he like roars and starts like splitting apart. This like outline starts like spreading into a much more wider, more like billowing cloud-like feature or cloud-like form.
Mhm.
That's trying to like almost encompass the whole clearing. Okay, Kessberg, you see Boonhelm and Lorna's ghost battling to a standstill on the clearing floor. What do you do?
See, now he's torn. To try and get rid of his past or to actually finish what we started here. I think Lorna can sort of hold him off for a little bit longer. So he's gonna basically, as Air Colt is sort of spreading out, he's going to Kasperg is going to basically have the flame spitter in one hand and his pistol in the other, and just like dual wield right at him
Whoa, at Kessberg or at Boonhelm?
at Air Colt.
Ooh, okay. All right, let's roll to kick some ass with these new weapons.
Yeah. Okay, with his weird, it just barely makes it an 8.
Oh man, intense. Okay.
So
Yeah, you trade harm. I think
yeah.
you do a bunch of damage to him. You were gonna take 3 harm as he is like, you set him on fire, you like start melting the ice around him, you blast him with the pistol, which really hurts him, like you shoot right into that smile. You can see like the energy of this from this magic gun like shatters the smile. It starts like falling apart. So he's severely weakened, but like so are you. You were like
Mhm.
smashed down by this powerful wind.
Mhm.
Icicles start like sinking into you. You're hurt. Otto cries out and runs over to your side. The big feet start like their ritual is almost done. So Air Cult is like fighting more and more to get to them and try and get in. And you hear like the Bigfoot, your guide is like shouting out like, hold him off just a little more. Over like the wail of the winds. Madame Demanche, what do you do?
Does this seem like her opportunity to slip in the skull, or is it still too early for that?
I think you got to defeat Air Cult first, then you'll
Okay.
slip in the skull.
Okay. Yeah, so she's going to attempt to big whammy him again.
Okay, let's do it.
You know, wash, rinse, repeat in this case.
Yeah.
I do have the +1 ongoing because I am acting on that information. Oh, one of the dice went really quite far away. But I got it. So let's see. It's a 3 and a 2. I get to add 1 more to that to make it a 6, and then 3 more to that to make it a 9.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
I'm at a 9. Like, so I don't get to have an extra effect. It just does the
Yeah,
2 harm.
you just trade.
So we're trading
Nice.
harm.
Okay. You do 2 harm. It's gonna do. He does 3 harm to you.
Okay, I'll take 2 of that.
Take 2.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like do the damage this time? Now that he's kind of he's a more of a cloudy
Sure.
kind of guy.
So she does this kind of twisting circular gesture with her hands, sending her energy into the cloud, and like it traces these dark filaments through it, weakening it and hurting it.
Ooh, nice. All right, that like smashes him back. The Bigfoot guide is like, yes, it's working. They howl even louder. Ercult starts like shrieking, and then all of his ice starts melting. You can see.
Oh, he froze up again.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you just said you can see and then froze. So
Okay. You can see that Ercult's melting, like all the ice starts melting away. You know that he was trying to use as much energy as he could to get through, and he's like burned his way out. So now he can no longer exist in this dimension.
Okay.
He starts melting away. He's not able to get in. Madame Demanche, the skull, the big feet are like, it worked. And they start like kind of hooting in joy. Madame Demanche, the skull that you had starts to like glow. And you know that like you take it out, you sort of give it a little juice, and it will do the rest.
all right, well, she'll give it a little juice, which I'm guessing is a use magic.
This one you don't need to roll for, because like the magic is already there.
Oh, okay.
It's just you got to be the conduit. So it's up to you. Do you want to do it?
She wants to do it. I mean, because otherwise she gets punished. And punishment from the dark powers is not pleasant.
All right.
I mean, unless
okay.
you've had your soul hurtled through hell before, like it's not a fun thing to have happen.
Yeah. All right. So Madame Demanche makes a choice.
Mhm.
You can see like the big feet don't notice, but like they're celebrating. The skull, just like this like black viscous energy, like courses along the lines drawn through the skull, drips into the grass, and then kind of like sort of a slug kind of crawls its way amongst the poppies and then vanishes. And you feel the dark powers are pleased.
It's done, she says in French. Which is just
All right.
C'est fini. I guess I could have just said that in French.
Yeah. But it was done like, right at the end. So the banishment ritual is done. The sacred grove is safe. The big feet and like the storm is over. Ercult's gone. The ghost of Boonhelm, realizing that his master like isn't there to help him, he kind of like fixes his eyes on you, Levi, and he's like, "I'll be back. That's a promise."
Can
And
I
he
say
fades
no,
away
you
as
won't?
well.
And as he's fading away, shoot him with my pistol.
Oh, nice. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead and roll. Quick kick some ass.
Ah, that one's way cocked. Okay, there we go. That's a 12.
Okay, I think with that you finish him off. Your pistol, like as he's disappearing, he's trying to like escape. You shoot him dead center in the middle of his ghostly face, which like cracks and shatters, and he vanishes. Otto gives you like a big like I don't know if they had thumbs up back then. He gives you like a big grin and like a happy nod for this victory here.
Yeah. Levi just sort of spits on the ground and just like, good riddance to bad rubbish.
Yeah. But yeah, the sun is shining. De Quincy is like happily singing to the Lemurians. Saint Germain kind of like he noticed like something happened. He sort of understands something went on. He kind of gives Madame Demanche a bit of a side eye. But everybody else like is celebrating as the sun is shining on Mount Shasta. And Madame Demanche?
I'm gonna go over to the recently possessed girl.
Yeah. You think Lorna just goes right back into her?
Perhaps if Lorna wants to just go right back into her, she certainly may.
Yeah, I think Lorna is like,
yeah.
Is cool with going with, taking her back over.
Okay.
She likes having a body.
Okay, then I'm not gonna say anything because she's gonna apologize to the body for, going through what she just went through, but if she just got
I think you like start to apologize, and then she's like, "What? What are you talking?" And then Lorna goes right back into her and takes her over.
Okay. Never mind. Go back to sleep, little girl.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, she's
so,
not actually a little girl.
Alrighty.
That's just, for her, this person is like a toddler because, she's 80.
Totally. Okay, so with that, we have our victory. We save the day in Mount Shasta. Our cult is defeated. California is corrupted forever.
Yay!
Yeah, I think that's going to come into play. This is a good choice. It's going to come into play in some future episodes for sure.
Yeah.
So
might have been a
let's talk
situation-
about those. Let's do those end of session moves.
Yeah.
Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
I believe we did, yeah.
Did we save someone from certain death?
Probably.
Yes.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Bigfoot is real.
Bigfoot is real, yes. And then, did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Mm,
I don't think it's new information that Madame Demanche is actually a terrible person.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like maybe they're learning about themselves. I think maybe Madame Demanche is learning how far she's willing to go, and I think Levi's learning that he's not all bad. I think Otto told Levi that he's a hero, and I don't know, did Levi kind of feel a bit heroic or feel like that he can do good things too?
he wants to think that, but he did notice that the hunger is stronger now.
Ooh, okay.
since-
Well, I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to count that one, I think. It was kind of like
yes.
you learned something new about yourself.
Yeah.
Either way, we got 3 done. So that means you get to mark 2 experience points.
All right, that's a level up for me.
So close.
Oh, man. All right. So I'm glad we got another level up from Madame Demanche. Levi's almost there. And that will all come into play for our next game, which I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna take a week off because I gotta think about. Got to get some plans together, build out the next arc. So I think the next game will be on the 18th, which will be an arc set in my wonderful hometown of Sacramento. So we're all going to beautiful Sacramento next time.
Yeah.
Think of that too. Is like this one being in Shasta was like, if you would have based it in Sacramento, you'd probably just have to get the degrees below 40 and everybody would freak out. You didn't have to freeze it or nothing. You're just like, it's under 40. We're freezing. Yeah. Could have taken an easier route and picked a warmer city. No, that was beautiful. That was really cool. I like the settings and stuff like that. I like,
Yeah.
because, Ned's going to be in Sacramento and it's just fun. Thanks for making this brainchild there, Michael. That means a lot. And thanks, guys. Thanks for being part of this. Cat Nick. Cat Nick? Cat Nick.
Oh, man. New character.
I didn't mean to do that. But Cat Nick, it's really nice to see you guys just keep playing these characters and playing so true to them. It's so cool. So it really, really is. I love this California base. It's just kind of fun. I'm looking up these areas as you're mentioning them, and I'm like, oh yeah, how cold is it in Mount Shasta? How cold? I was doing that. That was pretty cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for doing this. We are going to take a week off this week. We can't put too much pressure on Michael there. He is only human. Or is he?
Dun, dun, dun.
So thanks for validating that Bigfoot is real. That made me feel a little better. Being from the Pacific Northwest, it just makes me feel better knowing that he's still out there. So, all right, guys, we're gonna have some fun. We'll see you in 2 weeks, but make sure until then to pull up a chair and make time to tabletop.
To tabletop.
We will see you guys in a couple weeks.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.